welcome to the first video of this channel. On this time I will be playing Demon's Souls, the original from the PS3, and we will be getting every single one of the achievements in this game. So let's begin. I have to confess that I've played this game a lot in the past, the original PS3. Currently I'm making this playthrough on PC, so you will notice that the overlay, maybe some things in the game are a bit different, but it's pretty much the same. I will be playing this playthrough on Soul level 1, just for the sake of getting one of the drops, that is the pure Bladestone, which we will need for one of the achievements. And I will be using this build, well, this class, the Knight, because we need at least 12 points in strength and 10 points in dexterity to wield some of the weapons that we will use through the run. So this will be the character. I won't bother too much with appearance, it's whatever. We'll be using a helmet anyways. So that's okay. So let's begin.
King Alant XII, by channeling the power of souls, brought unprecedented prosperity to his northern kingdom of Boletaria. That is, until the colorless deep fog swept across the land. Boletaria was cut off from the outside world, and those who dared penetrate the deep fog never returned. But Valorfax of the royal Twin Fangs broke free from the fog and told the world of Boletaria's plight. That the old King Alant had aroused the Old One, the great beast below the Nexus, from its eternal slumber, and that a colorless fog had swept in, unleashing terrible demons. The demons hunt down men and claim their souls. Those who lose their souls also lose their minds. The mad attack the sane, and chaos reigns. Valorfax spoke of the enticing power of the demon souls. Each time a demon claims a human soul, the demon's own soul is invigorated by the life force, and the power of a mature demon soul is beyond human imagination. The legend spread quickly. Mighty warriors were drawn to the accursed land, but none have returned. Bjor of the Twin Fangs, Yurt the Silent Chief, Sage Urbane, Skurver the Wanderer, the Sixth Saint Astraea and her knight Garl Vinland, and Sage Frake the Visionary. The colorless deep fog slowly creeps beyond Boletaria's borders. Humankind faces a slow and steady extinction. The deep fog will eventually swallow all lands near and far. But Boletaria has one final hope. A lone warrior who has braved the baneful fog. Has the land found its savior? Or have the demons found a new slave?
What am I picking from? So I will try to play the... I don't know if I want to play the tutorial. Let's do it, why not? Just in case any one of you haven't played this one, but just to show you.
Brave soul who fears not death. I shall guide you. that you may lull the old one back to slumber.
Ooh, okay. Let's get rid of some of the armor. Just okay. What is this? Mail breaker. Let's go. So as I said, I'm playing on PC, so maybe there are some weird things with the audio. Nothing that would crash the game or something. There is parry in this game as well. I failed. I'll learn. Okay. There you go. So in this game, in comparison to every other Dark Souls, you don't heal yourself with Estus Flask. We need this Crescent Moon grass and some other kind of grass that you will encounter in the game. The difference is that the later you progress, the more HP you will recover, or maybe you will get something additional to use that kind of grass. There is no achievements in the tutorial, it's just in case you don't know how to play it. It's pretty straightforward. So that thing we just touched, the Archstone, is the mechanism to warp through the world. In this game, the world is not like in Demon Souls where everything is connected. Here are separate worlds, if you want to say it like that. So yeah. Parry, after parrying, you post. Those are some of the few enemies that you actually want to parry because it's quite easy and they are... sorry, it's... yeah. They're kinda tanky, so you really want to get rid of them as well. Also, you may excuse me, I say something wrong or I stutter a lot. This is the first time that I'm recording a gameplay. It's quite hard actually. Okay, pretty much we're getting a lot of health, which is good because we'll be playing on Soul Level 1, which will be a little bit hard in comparison to playing like a regular playthrough. Okay, you can see that the box is pretty much like in every other Dark Souls. This game is older than the first Dark Souls game, like for 2 or 3 years maybe. Thanks to this game we have Dark Souls, Elden Ring, Bloodborne, Sekiro. So that's cool. Okay, this is the first boss from the tutorial. You may know from all of the other From Software games that this is pretty much like a death sentence if you're new. But we'll give it a try. That doesn't hit right. What? What hit me? I haven't played this game in a lot of years. It's not embarrassment to die here.
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended. This is the Nexus. It holds together the northern land of Boletaria. Thou canst not exit the Nexus, but each of the 5 archstones will connect them to another.
You have died, and the Nexus has trapped your soul. You cannot escape the Nexus. So, as I said, this game is different from the other Dark Souls games. You actually have to warp through different worlds, which are in limited size. Everything's not connected like in Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2 or 3. This is the first world, Bolitarian Place, which we saw in the intro. This is the second one, the Burrow King. This is the third one, the Tower of Queen. The fourth one, Shadow Man. And the fifth one, the Chieftain. So, yeah, let's begin with the first one. There are a couple of NPCs to talk about. They don't give pretty much anything information at the moment. So let's go straight forward to the first worlds. Ostrava of Boletaria. We will find him in a couple of minutes. He's a cool guy. And here we are. I I don't remember if there's something here. Lemongrass, as I said, we will be needing a lot of those. Also, something particular in this game, Demon Souls, you see my HP bar is halved. That is because when you die in this game, you enter in like ghost form, if we can call it that, which pretty much has the penalty that your health bar is halved. You can change that by reviving yourself, which you can do so by killing a boss, or by using an object that is called Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. But we will not be using those just yet, and I will tell you in about 4 minutes. But spoiler alert, we'll be playing the majority of the game on soul level. I mean, sorry, in soul form. There's no need to kill all these guys, but it's whatever. Just so you guys can see the game. Of the world, though. Okay, if we fall there, we instantly die. So let's be careful. There is a guy right here, if I remember correctly. Oh, forgot about that one. So this half moon grass that I have equipped heals a little more than the crescent moon grass. And this one is to cure poison, I guess. Well, let's leave it like that. That should be it, and let's see. Breaker, I just have one of those. Okay. Oh wow. That looked really pretty, but I think it was a bug. Whatever. Whatever. These guys are actually no joke. They can kill you if you get surrounded by 2 or 3. Especially in New Game Plus. Okay, another one here. And here we have the welcome to the game. I remember the first time that I played this game, maybe 10 or 12 years ago. I never passed through this section of the game, and I gave up. And I eventually came back a couple years later and beat the game and fell in love with it. It's a really, really cool game. There is a stronger enemy there, you may see, but there are some ways to choose the guy to kill him and get his souls, but it's just not worth the risk. So I say we will be playing on solo basis as well. That one is quite scary. Okay, so these are some of the first things that we will need for the entirety of the run. One of those is a ring, which I will show you in a moment. We're almost like oh my god. Okay. Someone else? Cling ring. This is one of the first one that we will use. The second one. It's not here. So the cling ring, actually, the thing that it does is that your HP is not halved when you're in soul form. You get a little bit more, which is good because how much HP do we have? I don't remember if you can see it. 401. Wow. So it's really low. For a second I thought that we will get the second ring there, I just forgot. But it's called the Thief Ring, which does that the enemies have a hard time to spot you from afar. So normally you would go through here, but it's a trap. We could take this way, but we will actually go through here. There's the difference. Let's read the description. Become harder for enemies to detect. An ancient sapphire ring. It subdues your presence, making it difficult to be detected by enemies. This is actually one of the strongest rings in the game, because enemies have a like a spot range from, let's say, from the start of the door, that hallway. It's kind of crazy. And this guy, it's quite a charming guy.
That was a bold jump. A surprise indeed. Well, now that you are here, pray thee, fend off these dreglings.
So there is one thing we can do. Oh, I was trying to kick him down, but I fell. It's whatever. Okay. You can notice that I'm a little bit rusty from this kind of games. Let's see what he has to say.
My thanks for your brave rescue. I am Ostrava of Boletaria. Accept this as a token of my gratitude.
Brass telescope. So this is the guy that appeared in the splash art a couple minutes ago. He's the son of the king, Holland, if I'm not mistaken. There's a lot of lore in this guy. And we will encounter him a couple more times. More health, good. Weapon. Oh, this is better. Don't worry about it. There we go. Okay. I don't know where this guy. Okay, he's here. Okay, so far so good. Love. Oh, another trap. I don't want to use my firebombs, so I could use them to blow the explosives there, but I don't want to do it. Because we will use the firebombs later in this section of the game. And there are many bosses in this game that are weak to fire. Oh, I pressed too fast. But the thing that we just got here is this. Where is it? There's Shard of Hearthstone and Shard of Sharpstone. So in this game, the hardest thing that we will be getting is every single one of the weapons. Well, one of each kind, but max out. So as you can see, Hearthstone obtain best weapon by Hearthstone, best weapon by Sharpstone, Clearstone, Greystone. There are a lot of different shards that we will be getting in this game to get that achievement in specific. And this is just, we just got two separate ones, and we got the easiest ones to find. This will take quite a while, actually. Where did we came from? Okay, here. This brass telescope, I really don't. There's no use of it. Just to don't know. This looks kind of funny. And this Old Spice is not a deodorant, is what we will use to get more mana, more magic points. So said, these guys are quite dangerous if you encounter a couple of them in a group. Okay. So just a couple minutes ago when we encountered this guy, Strava, we were just let's see, it's like there, something like that. So we just went all the way through here. We did it because we need to find that guy for a quest, well, for a side quest actually. Another one of these guys. These guys are blue-eyed knights, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, he fell. He dies. Maybe not. Do I die? No. There was an audio bug, I don't know if you noticed, but... And yes, we're going all the way back, but what we want is to get as much things as possible from this earlier section of the game. I don't want to die because we are really close to the second shortcut. So we'll try to play more careful. And here we find the first merchant.
Good day to you. Care to look over my wares? Mostly stolen, but who's telling, eh?
Do we need something? Maybe not. Longsword, club, short spear, crossbow. Crossbows are really bad in this game actually. So.
Go ahead, take your time. I'm not...
But what we want is a bow. That is something that we will be looking forward to it. Okay, and this is where we take the jump. I'm trying to remember where do we find the red tearstone ring, which increases our power, but I don't remember. Again, the audio. This is another trap, but it's actually to our benefit. So we can get rid of these guys. More health. That is to get rid of the plague, I think. And these guys are kind of annoying. So what do we have here? 2 dragons, okay. We're going to lure one of those to this passage and we'll get some of those objects. That's close. Oh, look at that. Let's try to get as much as possible. Full moon grass, more health, stronger health actually. Purple flame shield. So. Okay, not bad. This is a safe spot actually. We're fine here. Shard of Arkstone, full moon grass. I don't remember what is that. Sends user back to the Nexus. Okay. Okay, like that. There's actually a way to get those last items that we're missing, but I'm gonna get them in maybe in another video because we're really close to the shortcut and I don't want to miss it. But spoiler alert, one of those is a rink. The second one, I don't remember. Okay, let's go fast. Now let's just lure these guys to get in range of the dragon. Nice. Oh, this stupid dragon. If he doesn't want to help, we're just gonna run through it. I think we're safe here, right? I think so. Whatever. Okay, we reached the shortcut. Well, not the shortcut, but let's see. That is the gate to the first boss. Okay, let's get this and get out. As you might notice, I'm using quite a lot of grass here. But yeah, it's whatever. We can buy them later, but I don't know, it's not hard using them here. Actually, later on you can buy as much as you can carry, which is 99 units, and we'll be farming a lot of souls. I don't think we will lack this. these guys are actually weak to fire. I don't want to use them here because you will see enemies. Well, they are kind of dangerous because they are actually strong against weapons. Well, regular weapons. Shard of Hearthstone. I'm still trying to decide what weapon I want to use. Maybe a dagger? Maybe a sword? I don't know. Because we will be I don't know how to do that, sorry. Maximizing them, or whatever it's called. Maximize. That's the thing, right? Okay, so this is the fog. Let's get it. So this guy is weak to fire, so we're going to use this turpentine. Apply to right hand weapon to cover in fire, along with fire bombs. Not gonna lie, this boss is super easy. Well, most of the bosses in this game are really easy to beat. Some of them are just kinda tricky since that their mechanics are kinda quirky. I don't wanna like after why this. But yeah, for this boss we just have to get rid of the shield things. You're fine. Straight to this guy. So yeah, most of the bosses in this game you can beat in a couple minutes. Actually in a couple of seconds. And as you see, we got the first achievement for beating the phalanx. Like the demon soul. So the demon souls in this game are just like in Dark Souls. You can use them to create other weapons, or you can consume them to gain souls and level up or upgrade your weapons with the blacksmith. And also, when I touch the Arkstone after beating boss, we just recover our human form. And what we want to do is go back to the Nexus. And every time we kill a boss, we want to go back to the Nexus and, well, jump from the highest point of the Nexus to go back to soul form.
Welcome back. The monumental awaits the above. The monumental will explain the nexus to thee.
Okay, so let's go find the Monumental, which is in the top of the Nexus. But first, I'm going to talk to this guy.
I'm
because
Stockpile Thomas.
we got
When
an
the
item.
scourge came,
Military
I
that
didn't
we'll
know
use.
what hit me. When I came to, I found myself here, in the Nexus. My wife and daughter fell victim to the demons. But I would be worthless in battle. At the very least, I hope to lend my assistance to you brave slayers of demons. I would be happy to lighten your load and look after any excess baggage.
So in this game, you can carry everything you encounter in the game. There is a certain amount
Best of luck.
you can carry. Like at this moment I have an equip burden of 10 and an item burden of 65, which is the weapons, the armor, also the objects to upgrade the weapons, these two. I think the rings also, yeah, the rings as well. So this guy we will be using to store everything that we will not using. And in Boletaria we find an interesting item, which is, where is it? In a second, where is it? This jade hair ornament, a simple jade hair ornament. Could it belong to a poor little girl? Maybe the girl that he just talked about.
I would be happy to lighten your load and look after any excess baggage. When the scourge came, I abandoned my wife and daughter and fled like a madman. When I came to, I was in the Nexus. I haven't dared venture outside these walls since. I wish I could do more, but I am ignorant of the world beyond these walls. That Candle Maiden cared for me during my first days in the Nexus. She says very little, but has a kind heart. She's just the age my young daughter would have been. The poor, poor girl, trapped here with her eyes occluded by wax. If only something could be done to help her. If only something could be... Best of luck to you.
Okay, I didn't trigger the voice line, but yeah.
That hairpin, that belongs to my daughter. Then she didn't make it after all. My dearest little baby. May she rest in peace. May I ask you a favor? Would you mind giving up that hairpin? I'd like to have it in memory of my daughter. You're a saint. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, I mustn't forget. It's not much, but please accept this as thanks. I'm a bit ashamed to say, but I found it one day, discarded on the main road. But it seems to possess a strange power. Anyway, I feel that you should have it. It will be happier in your hands.
Ring of Herculean Strength. You might be wondering what it does. Raises maximum item burden. So basically we can carry more items without going to this guy to store them for us. And the object that we just get has quite a tragic how do you say it? Succession of things. If you remember, it was hanging from a certain point in the Bolitarian place, along with an armor. Where is it? Which is an armor for women, so his wife and daughter were just hanging from the Bolitarian castle. Quite tragic, but it's from software after all. So let's go find this guy, the Monumental. This will trigger a cutscene and we'll continue the game. Here it is.
We have long awaited you, Slayer of Demons. I am one of the Monumentals. We preserve the fabric of reality. There is something thou needest to know. Once, we too, a scourge of demons faced. In the distant past, under a benevolent rule, the world was united owing to the soul arts. Until a lust for power caused the awakening of the Old One. Across the land seeped a colorless, deep fog, and the world faced extinction at the hands of the demons. Thanks be, we were able to lull the Old One back to his slumber, yet only after the loss of innumerable souls, and half the world lost, erased by the fog. In order to mend the fabric of what land still remained, we entrusted 6 elders with 6 precious archstones. One to the king of a small yet diligent land. One to the king of the burrowers underground. One to the wise queen of the great ivory tower. One to the chieftain of lost and ill-fortuned souls. One to the shaman of the tempest-worshipping shadowmen. And the last to the great giants of the northern lands. The archstones were placed at nodes across the earth. We contained the Old One inside this nexus and banned the soul arts. Finally, we became monumentals, half-living sentinels of the fabric of reality. Alas, the other monumentals have perished, and only I remain. Now it is your turn. You must lull the Old One back to its slumber and seal it away for all eternity. If not, the deep fog will absorb all that we know. Have you the strength to accept this mission?
Yes, of course.
We are fortunate indeed to have you. Now, go forth and destroy every last demon. The Old One, without demons to feed its souls, will a new servant seek and lure you to its bosom.
Okay, so basically this guy just gave us access to every single one of the Arkstones. And as I said, we're going to jump from the highest point of the Nexus to get back to Soul Form. And that is because in this game there is something very particular, which is called World Tendency. As you see, we have the character in the middle, and every single world around us. This means that we are currently in... Well, this game has 2 tendencies, black tendency and white tendency. We're currently in the middle, neutral tendency. And basically what this does is that in white tendency, the enemies are a little bit easier, and you also take a little bit less of damage. On the contrary, in black world tendency, the game is a little bit harder. And the reason why we want to go back to soul form is because every time you kill a boss, as I said, you go back to human form. If you die in human form in one of the worlds, your tendency goes towards black. So there is 2 rings that we need to get every achievement, and one of those achievements, one of those rings require you to be on pure white character tendency and pure black character tendency, and the only way to do that is to basically die in human form in the Nexus. Is the only way to send your points of tendency, if you're gonna say it like that, to neutral. Because if I just go like this into the second world and I die, the game is practically over. There's no way to shift the tendency that easy from one to another. It's easier to change it from a white character tendency to black character tendency, because all you have to do is turn into human form with an object, the Stone of Ephemeral Eyes that you can find in the Nexus and someplace in other worlds, and basically just die in every world. So we turn into human form, die in the world, and the tendency shifts toward black. But there isn't something similar to do to shift from black tendency to white tendency. It may be a little bit hard to explain, but you will notice in the next videos when we defeat more bosses, and you will notice that the tendency of the worlds goes towards white. For example, in Boletarian Place, you will notice that there is a certain light at the center of the king, contrary to, for example, in the right one, the Body of Defilement. The left one is a little bit brighter. That means the tendency is shifting towards white. It's a little bit hard to explain, but don't worry, I will explain
It's simple.
as well as I can.
In trade with your
This
souls.
guy is basically just he just sells items. We'll buy all this. We don't need anything of this. Dagger maybe, but we still don't have enough
You
upgraded
come back
materials,
alive.
so it's fine if we just spend them there. Also, you notice as we were just talking about the character tendency and the world tendency are 2 separate things. The world tendency, which is the one from Boletarian Place, Valley of Defilement, Shrine of Storms, they trigger certain events on the world. So if the tendency of the world is pure white, it will trigger some events. We will get some objects. If it's on black, the tendency of the world, we will face certain black phantoms, which are called in this game. And we will also find some rings, weapons, and objects. So there's a lot of things to do. But basically, we will try to shift everything first towards white, because as I said, it's easier to shift from white to black, and we will work our ways towards there. So the second world we will be playing is the Shrine of Storms. It's quite hard being soul level 1, but there are a couple of interesting items that we will find there. There's many shortcuts that we can make use of, but we will leave it for the next video. We'll leave it here for today. I'm sorry for my commentary, it may be not so fluent as you may be used from other YouTubers or maybe other videos, but I will make as much as I could to improve it. So thank you everyone for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.